Good morning on this Sunday morning, and thank you for joining with me. We're a cautious people, aren't we? It seems as if the older you get, the more cautious you become. Somebody once said, if you're not a socialist when you're young, you don't have a heart. And if you're not conservative when you're old, you don't have a brain. I'm not going down that line, but I'll leave you to decide whether you agree with that or not. But so often we want to play safe, don't we? And I often think if Jesus had played it safe, then there would be no Christian church today. I once saw a sign posted in a zoo which said, "Please be safe. Don't sit or climb or lean on the zoo fences, because if you fall, the animals could eat you, and that would make them sick." Wouldn't it do you any good either? And many years ago there was a sign in the road where you used to be the old Glasgow airport way back, and it said, "Caution, low-flying aircraft." I was never quite sure what I was supposed to do with that information. Was I supposed to duck or veer off the road when a plane was coming in? It makes you wonder. Jesus once told the story of three fellas who were trusted with some money. And I'm interested in what they did with it, especially the fellow who buried his. The guy was afraid to take what his master had given him and to use it. And I just think many people are ruled by their fears. And that's the first thing we need to remember about that story. Many people don't make good decisions because they're afraid. They don't take the risk. When you love somebody, that's a risk. When you have a child, that's a risk. When you decide on a job, that's a risk. You can't hide from risks in this world without just stunting your life. The poet once said there was a very cautious man who never laughed or played. He never risked, he never tried, he never sang or prayed. And when one day he passed away, his insurance was denied. For since he never really lived, they claimed he never died. Sometimes we need to be cautious, I know that, but let's not bury our talents, whatever they are, in the ground, for all of us have something to give, a contribution to make. And often, when I'm conducting the funeral of a loved one, I just know that it is the little things that have made them important, and it's the little things that matter. My favourite story that Jesus told is the story of the Good Samaritan. And you know, when he stopped to help, he did not resolve the problems of first century Israel. That was beyond him. But he did what he could. And that is what you and I are called to do. Somebody once sang, "If you cannot preach like Peter, or you cannot pray like Paul, just tell the love of Jesus and say, he died for all." If I know nothing else, I know this. Little things matter, so keep doing them. And don't bury that talent in the ground. Thank you for listening to me, and God bless you.